call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Ullman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champion, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tulane's offense will go to work first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Stokes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Gonna run it. It's Stoneburner. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on 2nd down.
Military stun! Military stun!
Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Chambers. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On the move, it's Stoneburner. There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Chambers. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Chambers. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Quarterback now breaking the field. Unleashes one. Lost, the defense is wide open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense wants to bring the heat. He'll start this drive firing. Here's the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Chambers. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. At about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Hale. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression. And it...
Pick off to stop the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble.
Taking it the other way. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed to play like that. take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, better look out. Got the first down. Looking for more. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven.
Just look at that toughness, just running through everybody. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Tulane right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. It's It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Chambers. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes the catch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. A great day. They've built a huge lead now.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. That's reeled in. It's Stokes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Fires it down the seam. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Tulane right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. But
throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.